Alright, so here's the Super Cub. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually gonna put in a quicker throttle grip, right? To do that, I have to get access to the throttle body down here because I need to basically get those two cables, the throttle cables, off the throttle body, so that way the slack, so that way I could get the cables off of the throttle tube here. Otherwise, you can't get the cables off. So so here's the new one. This is from Katako. So there's a 25%. I'm not sure what 25% in relation to what is, but basically what it is the end here where the cable goes. This right here is a little bit bigger in diameter, so when you twist it, it takes up the cable a little bit faster. So as far as how much angle you twist, the degree of how much you twist is less. So you being a small little bike, you tend to shift a lot and twist the thing a lot, and you're like from full close to wide open all the time. So your wrist is always twisting, and that extra twisting is it's hard on the wrist, especially if you have if you're like me where you have carpal tunnel, and it affects your wrist. So this one will reduce that rotation, that amount of rotation, so you don't have to twist as much. So it's a little bit easier on your wrist. So that's what I'm doing now. So I have to basically take off the leg shield to get to that. So let's begin on how to take this stuff off. So here I have the Honda center rack. So if you have this, you gotta take this off as well. And if you don't have it, it's just basically these two bolts. So the center rack has a different bolt than the regular, than the stock bolts here. So, but whatever the case, you can still need to take them off. In my case here, these center racks that I have on here are 4mm, 4mm bolts, but the original bolts are actually 5mm. So, but otherwise, for the most part, still the same thing. You still need to take them off to get the leg shield off. Oops. So gotta be careful so the way I don't scratch my leg shield, scratch my plastics. Take that off so that I don't scratch nothing. Watch out for my nuts and bolts so that I don't lose the bolts in the spacer and all that stuff and the washers. Set those aside. Alright, so you also need to take off the one down here. So this is the original one right here. So that's a 5mm. And actually, I already did all the other sides. So all the other sides are already off. Let's just do this side so I did it that way. So that way it saves time. So you guys don't have to see me do everything. That off. So that's there's the Allen bolt and the washer. Let's see here. The other side had a washer too. It didn't come off, so let me take off the washer on the other side as well. My wrench I should say my screwdriver just fell off there. So okay, now that you have those nuts and bolts off, you need to take off the center cover up here. The center cover, right here. So this holds the battery. That's what the battery is. So this one's number 3, and it's not a Phillips. It's a Japanese industrial standard. But you could probably use a Phillips. That will probably be okay. Oh shoot, my screwdriver is too long. God dang it, really? Too long. I can't get the angles right. That's the only size I have in that big of a size too. I don't think I have anything smaller. So let me use the number 2 then. I don't like using the smaller size because it kind of chews up the head here. but this shouldn't be too tight. So just a just a little cover. So there it is right there, like so. This one's actually a little chewed up. I think that's from the dealership. When they put the bike together, they have to charge the battery or prep the battery and stick the thing in. So I think they did this. I didn't do this right here. I'm not a big fan of dealerships working on bikes because they really don't give a shit about your bike. So it usually gets beat up. So you see how I popped the from right here. I basically stuck my finger in here to get it out, and you just basically just do this. Just keep on popping it out and just kind of wiggling it a little bit. Sometimes you have to kind of squeeze it a little bit or kind of push it in because there's these little tabs here. Okay, so basically it's just kind of lifting it up and going in this direction like so, because there's these three tabs here. It's like a hook, so it hooks down like so. So you have to. That's why you have to move in this direction. So to unhook it. Okay. So got all the bolts up here. Got the center cap off. What else do I need to do? So I need to take this part off right here too. So we took the screw off on the other side. Just need to take the screw off on this side. This little thing here, this on the original Super Cubs, this was the air filter, but on this new one, it's not an air filter anymore. Actually, you know what? There's nothing on this side. I took the cap on the other side of it, so there's nothing on this side. There's only one screw on this other side. Let's see. Should be able to. Pop this off. Okay, there it goes. Oh, it has a little clip. So this blue clip here that actually clips in, so you basically just pull it straight out, like so. Be mindful of that. That's a little nice chrome plated piece that's like a scratch easy. Let's see. So once you have that off, you see up on here that it actually has a. Oh, you can't see it from your angle. Let's see if we get the camera in a little bit closer. No, you can't. But anyways, there's another little number 2 plus head, screw head right there. This one's a little bit longer and has a big washer on it as well. Feels pretty firm. So like so. Alright. That's that one. Let's see. I think it's supposed to. Oops. Supposed to do something with this. Not sure if it comes off. It's supposed to snap off or not. I thought I was supposed to snap this off. Yeah. Yeah, it was. So I basically grab it from this side because this side is where the ignition is, so it's kind of a hook. You have to be mindful of that. So I'm just gonna leave it right here like this for now, because this side is kind of being hung up by the leg shield. So I can't take that off yet. Now you need to basically take off. So in the front here, there's a plastic down in here. You need to take that off as well. So there's two plastic rivets on both sides, and the type of rivet it is whoa. My gimbal was acting up there. Sorry for that. I actually pressed the wrong button on the gimbal. I got a new gimbal. So the plastic rivet on that front piece, it looks like so. So basically, it's gonna be like that. You have to. It's gonna be like this when it's in there. You have to push the center of it in. So when the center of it pushes in, this part that's mushroomed out right here, it could collapse. The part that's mushroomed out here, it could collapse, and you could pull it out. Later on, when you put it back in, you have to slide the centerpiece so that way it sticks out like so. Then you could, that way it could also collapse, and you could slide it back in. Then once you have it back in, you push this centerpiece so it's flush. Then when that centerpiece is flush, the part down in here where it mushrooms out and it stays out. It doesn't, it's not able to go back in. So that's how it's able to stay. So this, this is the plastic rivets. So there's 4 of them, two on each side, one on top and on the one on top and one on the bottom. So yeah, so I really can't get the camera in there because it's a very tight space, but you'll see it when you look at that spot. You'll see it. There's one right here where my finger is, and if you follow that down to the side, you see the one at the bottom as well. So I just push the center one in already, and I'm just gonna I push the center of it in already. I'm just gonna get it out. It's a pretty tight space in there. I could barely get my fingers in. So there it goes. There's one. And the one on the bottom. The one on the bottom is easy, so there's plenty of access. So no big deal there. So this other one. So like I said, I already did the other side. Yeah, we did the other side already. So that kind of helps hold the leg shield in place. So I think my leg shield is all off now. Well, it should be. Oh, there's a few other parts. Let's see. Let's look at it real fast. So the plastic pieces down in here, and that's off already. And this, see that hole on the top corner right here? That's where that rivet was. And the other one was down right here with this rubber thing. So the rubber cover here is hooked onto the leg down here. So you have to unhook that on both sides. And I think that's about it. Let's put this back so I can have some free hands here. Let's put this back so you can see a little better. Hopefully see a little better. Okay. So we unhook the rubber cover on both sides. Oh, the rubber cover flaps right off, so there it is right there. Just gonna leave it to the side somewhere. With my other covers, so now my legs shield should be all off. Well, it might be hooked on a little bit down here. Let's see if it's hooked on down there or not. I'm just gonna kind of pull the bottom here over a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, so it was hooked down right here. So basically you put it to the back panel here, out that way, and it separates. Let's see. As far as top and bottom here, where the bolts were, you kind of, because the bolt mounting is in like so, and the leg shear is kind of like this, so you have to kind of pull it out as well, so that way it comes off like so, like that. Then you can move it around. So that's both sides. I think I got it. You just have to watch out for this one here. Matter of some stuff kind of being hooked in, so I think you need to kind of move the leg shield like that, so that way it clears down here, clears towards the bottom. So you need to move the leg shield this way, kind of like the opposite of the cover here, but you need to move it like this. The leg shift you need to move over that way. Shit, god dang it. Scratch my freaking cover there. Sounds like my alarm is on. Turn off the alarm, but let me turn off the alarm. I don't even know how to use the damn thing. I didn't look at it yet. It's a little bit, it's not like a regular alarm, it's slightly different. It's kind of more complicated to use, I think. So I didn't even look at it yet. So still attached towards the bottom, it feels like. Somewhere on the bottom here. It's still kind of clipped in a little bit. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So the bottom down here was actually clipped on. There was a little thing down here, so it was hung up in here. So, all right, so take that off, put it in a safe spot where it doesn't get scratched up. All right, so there's the cover, leg cover removal. Let me do a second video on something else, or of the rest of it.